Okay, let's go ahead and make the sponson.
All right.
Okay.
So we're on page 11.
Uh-huh.
And I'm taking 25.
Uh-huh.
And just by looking at the diagram, it goes up against
24. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Right over there. Uh-huh.
Put a little glue on the bottom.
And the side.
And the side.
Okay. And it's to complement the angle on number 19 and 20. So it's going to complement that angle. So
okay.
Yeah, put it, see where that line is on the inside there? See this kind of a line?
Okay.
You line it up right there.
So right where that
very good.
red line is.
Uh-huh. And now you've set the stage literally for putting on the runner. Yeah, very good.
Think so?
Uh-huh.
And 26 the same thing?
Opposite, yep, this time on the port side.
Okay.
And your line is pretty evident right there, so.
All right.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Just on the inside, there it is, right. Very good. Okay.
It'll work.
Now, 27 and 28, and 29 and 30, there's a little trick to doing these, okay? If I may show you. Like, sure. This is like the top of 27 and the bottom, the top.
Right.
You want to match that top to
okay.
the angle on that stringer.
All right.
So if we were to take it and just match it, like that's perfect. Just by, I just looked out and guessed. See how the top matches? See how the top is even with that?
I do.
Matter of fact, I might even want to come back just a little bit more.
Okay.
And that's how you do that one.
So as long as the top is even with
exactly.
that.
Exactly.
It'll be below it or above it.
Yep, just right even with it. Because you're going to put a key part of the sponson on top of that, so. Yeah. And again, this part of the boat's going to get a lot of pressure from the water when the rocket takes off. And the idea is to rise the boat up on top of the runner. Very good. Structured. Okay.
All right.
Let's go and put 28 on the opposite side. And when you put on 29 and 30, you do the same thing as far as the top. Very good. Okay. You have an idea how you explain that to your students?
No.
Okay. What I showed you works. Just go ahead and show the top. And a lot of times I find the tactical part of it, they can actually touch the top. They can feel where it's even. I find that works pretty good for me. So
can it be different from the left?
It can be, exactly. It could be different, yes. It could be further down or further up, yes,
okay.
it can.
Because I see how this one seems to be a little closer.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
That's good.
All right. And then 29 and 30?
Yep. Go ahead. Let's play around that to see if you can
figure that out.
Yep. Yeah, these are underneath the skin of the boat, so we're good. The deck. Okay. And the narrow, the shorter side, that's when we're going to go up against. Right. Very good. Just kind of see where it matches even. Okay.
I feel like that's about
right. Very good. Okay. Put 30 on.
All right.
Takes good fine motor skills to do this, you know.
Okay.
It's amazing, yeah. But at this point, I find students are they can really see now, it looks like a hydroplane, you know, kind of the excitement's starting to build. And it really does. The hull's just about done. We're almost done with the hull.
So here was 29
and 30.
I found that 30 as long as the tops are even.
That's even, yeah.
Looking good.
Looking good. Let's go on to page 12. All right. We're getting there. All right, 12, it shows you what it looks like, and you can look at it. It's not exactly like that, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. The main thing is you got it on there. Okay. Let's go to page 13. Okay. Now we're going to put on parts 31 and 32. And you might notice that these parts are scored right here.
Right.
Okay? And that's because this part here is the runner. That's the runner.
Okay.
And a lot of times students, when they get these, they want to bend it back that way. Really tell them not to bend it that way.
All right.
They'll break it. So just, it's meant to bend like this, not out. And sometimes they'll do that. And sometimes they'll even say, but Mr. Greer, my boat's broken, the part's broken.
Right, yeah, I bet.
No, it's not, it's not. That's how it's supposed to fit.
Okay, so
And so basically, you're going to put glue on the side here, and then you're going to run it down the railings on those, and including in the front.
That's how
it fits right on there. That's right. That's how it fits.
Okay, so I'm basically going to put it on the back.
Uh-huh.
And
then on the rail, so that's all you got to do.
down each side here.
Nope, we're going to have to put it on that. All you have to do is put it on these right here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then right up here.
I see.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. Then we have one more piece to put on top of that once that dries, and the hull is completed. Just a couple things on the side and top, and then put some on the, yeah, there you go, on the back there, okay?
Like so.
That's it. And lean it right up against number 20. Press it on front. Very good. And you can see there's a gap that you're going to put one more piece on top of that. One more piece of foam is going to go on top of that.
Here?
Yes,
Is that what you mean, eventually?
It's going to go right on top of that, yes. Very good. Very good. You might want to wipe that excess glue off on the side there.
Okay.
Yeah. And because we're going to let this dry, let's go ahead and put some tape on that too.
All right.
Because we're going to let that dry for a while before we put the last piece. Yeah.
So how am I taping it?
I would tape it just like in between the two, like that.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. And then in the front, the same way that you did with the wrap under.
Like so?
That's it. I put another one right about here, and I put one right here. Very good. See what we mean by the clamp? That's why we use the painter's tape. I don't know what we do without it. It is really holds the boat together.
Say in the back?
Yes, uh-huh. Okay, and then do the same for the front there.
All right.
Make sure it's nice and tight. Very good. When we do the wind tunnel test, once we get this completed, that's one of the first things we test is how it responds to wind. Because if we have any threats of blowing over, we're going to find out during the wind tunnel test.
All right, I'm going to move on to 32 and do the same thing on this side.
Same thing, uh-huh. Looking good. Very good. By now, students are getting really excited about all this, because now I hear a lot of bragging starts. Well, I'm going to beat your boat. No, I'm going to beat your boat, and kind of, which is good. I think that's very good little competition.
Right.
But that also lets you know that they're interested, and that really is what we're looking for. We want their interest. I call it give them a little honey with their medicine. You know, they're learning something, and they're having fun doing it.
Sure.
And they look up and they know a little math, you know, a little science. So that's what we want. But you can see how many pieces we put on already. You know, this is going to be
32 anyway.
So far, oh yeah. We're not even halfway yet.
All right, I'll come back and tape.
Yeah. Looking good. Yeah. Very good. Who knows, you might be putting together the distance record breaker here.
Sure. Now, eventually, they can make this from scratch.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Once we teach them the basics of aerodynamics, hydrodynamics, the kit, the angles, the geometric shapes, once they learn the basics, then they can create their own. And for me, that's very exciting. I'm sure you'd like that too. And I always encourage them to go, you know, to beat me, you know, go faster than this boat. You know, go faster than my designs. Come up with a new design that one day will be racing in the Gold Cup, you know. So, it's looking pretty good. All right.
Okay, how long would you say this part needs to dry?
I'd give it 30 minutes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So after 32, step 32,
Uh-huh.
you know, you want to probably take a break or wait until
Oh,
tomorrow
yeah, right.
or
Yeah, very good, yeah.
or what have you.
Because these frames on the side here, they need to really be solid, because you're going to be, the next piece you put on there is going to wrap around those, put a lot of pressure on them, so they need to be. Hydrodynamically, that works very well. That angle works beautifully. So, but to get that, these have to be on there solid, so we'll give it some time to dry.
Okay.